Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to another setting of Living World of Darkness in Kingdom of Apples. Shaya has recently been arrested. She gave the name William as a troll approached her, and there was some shady stuff going on. Apparently, but she managed, thanks to that shady stuff, she managed to get the word out to people that she knew that she was arrested, and seems she's getting a visit.
Yeah, word of mouth was passed from William, who isn't feeling all that well due to still healing and Cauldron House and, nearly dying. So he couldn't really come out that day, but he did get out long enough to at least call Misha, who, through the miracle of Gaia, is now quite a lot better. And she, having received this, heads towards the baronial freehold, which is of Brooklyn, which conveniently is where she lives. So she knows where this is at. She tends to try to avoid it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So she will make her way there, and after being appropriately sussed out by whoever she needs to be sussed out by, and leaving behind her chimerical knife and pretty much any other possessions that she might have had on her, she is allowed in to see Shaya. I'm going to assume she probably wasn't given really any warning. It doesn't make sense that they would be terribly kind.
No.
So pretty much you just sort of see Misha kind of wandering in. And because this would be in the dreaming, I mean, I'm going to say probably both of our Famians are like more pronounced.
Yeah.
You're pretty much only seeing like it's just because that makes sense in the dreaming to me. Like one is that would be more priority than anything else. In fact, you might only see the Famian because that's really what you are there. But yeah, she kind of wanders up towards this, and we're going to make a lot of assumptions here. I'm thinking medieval dungeon with a bit cleaner, maybe a fewer rats, because I can't imagine they would allow rats in a she freehold.
No.
What the heck? So medieval dungeon, but without the rats and quite all the filth. It's just kind of, but it's still very probably
medieval dungeon, but from a Disney movie.
Yeah, maybe that sounds like probably more like what a she would want. And you can. I mean, I imagine when you hear sounds at this point, you'd probably look up.
Yeah.
You would probably notice because every sound is like, oh, I hear something. And she would she'd kind of walk up and just be like she's standing basically on the outside. I'm assuming that she wouldn't be allowed in. And she'd be like, hey.
She'll come to the bars. Hey, she'll look. Okay, you don't seem to, be accompanied by guards. Well, they're next to you, but they don't seem to be
they're
into a jail. So that's good. You're not arrested. Then she'll smile.
No, they haven't put me in here. No, not yet anyway. As she sort of smirks towards the door. They're right out there, though. Be assured that they're hearing every word we're saying.
Yeah. I know. They made their presence quite obvious.
You okay? Did they do anything to you?
No, just they're trolls. They're loud, and I know they're there. But I see word got out.
William called me.
Good.
He got word and he called me because he isn't exactly at his best at the moment, as you well know.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, I thought I'd tell William since he's the one that will be the leader of what he's going to be or would have been Motley. So
he's. I mean, I'm not insulted. You can tell whoever you want. We haven't actually discussed who would be a leader.
I mean,
that's another subject for a later date. Um, he wanted me to check with you.
Um,
He wanted me to see if you wanted to call in a favor with Charles and to see if he would willingly lawyer for you.
yeah, he owes me a big favor, and
Does he know that? Or do
yeah,
I have to convince him? Okay.
no, he knows,
Good.
but
I don't want to have to deal with him any more than I have to.
yeah, that's understandable.
Okay. Then I will do that. I will attempt to get in contact with Charles. He also wanted Gwen to know, and that's certainly understandable. I will pass that word on as well to all of the others. I just wanted to check with you because obviously it's your favor to call in, and I wouldn't want to, give your word on something that I can't give your word on.
No, if I can get him to lawyer for me, I'll get that. Or, well, either my thoughts were either that, or I'm not sure if trial by combat, either thing, but I'd rather have it. I'd rather have less blood spilled.
I mean, that's fair. And besides, who would you combat?
True,
But
but
that
yeah,
wouldn't be your problem, would it?
no, probably not.
You just request it, they say yes, and then you go, I guess.
But if either, well, she'll think. Gwen knows where I live, and if I've asked and people, if I give permission, people can have my keys. So could you be able to give the oh well, get my keys and give them to Gwen?
Yeah, sure. I have to talk to her anyway, so might as well kill two birds. As long as they're not crows.
No crows in my house.
I'll tell Hall
Well,
that.
I mean, unless Cole gets in there, then there'll be a crow.
But you just said none, so I mean, he wouldn't want to impinge on your hospitality.
Oh no, I mean there are no crows in my house. But if Cole wants to get in there, there'll be one. I don't mind. He's cool.
I was
It's
actually,
just I'll not smell.
I was just making the point of two birds, one stone kind of thing. Once I have to see Gwen twice, and then I turned into a whole big bird joke that went too far.
Then she'll look around. Yeah, I thought we were going to be able to deal with this problem without me being in jail. But meh, fuck, this is boring.
I didn't really have a whole lot of time to think, but I can mention to Gwen. She'll probably see if she can bring books or something. I don't know. I'll let her figure that out. Unless there's something you want, and I can pass that on too.
Books are good.
Okay, as long as they allow it, obviously. I mean, she can try. If they say no, then they say no.
Yeah, they've got my phone. So
Do you want to see if they'll give me that? Give me that too.
yeah, see if they'll give you that.
Do you want me to keep that, or do you want me to give that to Gwen as well?
Yeah, I trust you enough. And there's nothing. I mean, there's nudes in there, nudes of me on there, but everything. But I don't mind if you look. I don't care. You can have my phone, and she'll smile and smirk.
Misha just looks at this. This whole thing is just very, very strange. She's just gonna kind of blink and just be like, I probably would honestly do too much with it, aside from, I mean, if like someone texts that maybe needs a response, then maybe we can see how you want it to be responded to, or make up something vague.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, see if I have my phone.
Okay. If they'll let me have it, I'll grab that as well, and not, yeah, I'll tuck that in my, I'll tuck that somewhere in my place.
Good.
Okay.
So
Because it doesn't do anybody any good here, and people will start noticing you're not there.
yeah, people will know. Dad will
Do you want
know.
me to? Do
Ah,
you want me?
shit, Dad will know.
That's what I mean. Well, do you live with your dad?
No, but my dad is kind of a political figure in New York.
Okay. How often are you in contact with him?
I normally eat with him once, well, if not once a week, once every 2 weeks. We try to keep in contact.
Okay. So why don't you beg? Well, tell me which. Well, if I get a text from him, then I'll just tell him that I'm not feeling well, and give me a few days. I've caught a cold or something, and
Sure.
at least we'll try to push it as far as we can.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Just have to, he might not like you very much, but you may have to make up for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have a strange relationship. We love each other, but we don't like each other's lifestyle. I think he doesn't like me being a stripper. He doesn't know I'm, fairy.
Well, most strippers aren't necessarily fairies unless they're Fiona.
That's fair. But yeah,
Don't
I
worry.
mean,
I get strained father-daughter relationships. I get it.
sure.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see what we can do about this whole thing.
Thank you. Hopefully, I can get out of this. And yeah, not sure what's going to happen, but hopefully, it's nothing too bad.
Well, with any luck, I don't know how all this shit works, but maybe with any luck, you can at least be put on, be let free on bail or something here within the next few days, maybe.
Yeah,
So at least you can keep up appearances for the outside world a little better. I don't think you're a huge threat to run away.
I mean, I could eat the bars, but no, there are
How,
way too many.
how much you want to bet
Way.
those? Actually, how much you want to bet those bars are probably, your teeth proof as much as possible.
Probably are. But I mean, even if I could, yeah, even if I can, way too many girls out there.
Yeah,
Even if I am powerful and she'll smile, like even if I am strong enough to go through all of them, that's a lot of troll. I have to keep up. That's a lot of troll street. I have to keep up my figure, and she'll smile.
because that's your worry. As she kind of looks at Shea.
Yeah, she'll joking. Like she's obviously joking. Yeah, totally. Like I'm fine. Look at me. I'm gorgeous. I don't want to get, and getting fat is totally the worst thing that could happen to me. After losing you guys, and she'll smile.
Right. Okay. Right. So I'll handle all that. Is there anything else you can think of that needs dealt with? Because we both
Um,
know I'm not breaking you out of here.
yeah, no. I mean, even if you do,
That'd be
you'll be
stupid.
looking all over for me. So, meh. No. Um, nothing that I can think of. But thank you for coming.
Got here as soon as I could. Apparently, word was passed via interesting means, that enough that of a hint was given that it was here that you were, and conveniently I live here. Well, not here, but here.
Yeah,
You know
I,
what I mean.
I know what you mean. Okay.
Something
Well,
went really the other way.
do what you can, and hopefully I'll be out either on bail or out for good.
Let's just hope they're not as slow as the real courts are. Well, the other courts are.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I am kind of waiting for when they try to like ask if someone actually tries to ask Brooke's opinion on all of it, and then we're like, but she's dead, right? You can't ask the dead for an opinion. Oh wait, she's not dead. So then, right of life. I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah, she'll smile. Yeah, that could be an interesting moment. That would be a very interesting moment.
Well, how often do you actually get to ask the dead how they feel about their death? That's kind of the point, really. Because she's not dead. She's been quite bitchy to me lately, but she is certainly not dead.
Wait, what has she done?
Oh, she's just a bitch. It's not a big deal. I was doing my best to actually be a lot nicer to her, and she just kept nitpicking at me and making all kinds of implications, and finally I yelled at her.
Okay.
And then she yelled back and told me to shut my dumb mouth, which is a pretty sad little insult, which I have to say, I've made bad insults, so I know what a dumb insult is.
What?
And yeah.
Oh, I mean, what did she say before, telling you to shut your dumb mouth? God, that is a bad insult.
I know. I just figure if they're going to pick on me for it, then they should be picking on her for it too. But
Yeah.
no, she decided to imply that I do nothing but run away from a fight, which was in reference to the shark fight. But what idiot decides they're going to stab a shark when they could just run away? It's a shark. The shark has the advantage. And even better, she did it while I was covered in burns because I didn't run away.
Okay, that's bitchy.
It
Yeah.
is. It was pretty bitchy.
I mean, you kicked Jean's ass. So yeah, you entered. Does she realize you entered? I mean, yeah, things happen over there. You proved that you won't run away from a fight.
I run away if I think it is the best way to survive. But there are times you have to stand up. And there was no real reason to fight the shark. The shark was just doing natural shark things. All we had to do was find something that would be more tasty than us and run away faster than that thing can run. There's no need to hurt the shark.
No, no, that I mean, so the shark was just swimming there, and she just decided to go and stab it.
Literally, the shark was coming towards us, but like it was coming towards us, and clearly it could see us, but the two of us, but Ron and I bolted out of the way after I made it clear to Brooke, who is still in human form, that she should also swim away, like a wise seal would do.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave her there. We tried. We bolted in different directions, and she just stood there, waited for it to pass her, and then she stabbed it. Like she started it.
Does she realize she's a seal?
I don't
Does
think.
she realize that sharks eat seals?
Does she realize that the seals actually are adapted much better to the water than humans are?
Yeah, that too.
The answer to all of these questions is pretty clearly a resounding no. She is a baby, and I've been trying to be more patient for that reason. I promised Ron. But if she's gonna keep pushing me, then I'm gonna keep biting back. Like if she can just be polite to me, I'll be polite to her.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Ron. Well,
I'm hoping
if
Ron
anyone
picks
can talk to them, it's Ron. If anyone can talk to her, it's Ron.
I told Ron what happened. I was like, you need to talk to that bitch. Because she started shit with me. And I mean, it's one thing for me to try to be nicer, it's something else for me to just take it. I'm not going to just take it. But
No,
anyway, that
definitely.
doesn't mean I'm trying to, that doesn't mean. I mean, we certainly didn't leave her for dead. Obviously, she got hit pretty hard. You've certainly seen. I'm sure you've seen her scars. So
Yeah.
she has a matching set now.
Yeah. She's well. Uh, Still regret what I did, but matching set.
I mean, obviously, I know you. I mean, I'm not sure why you did it either, but at the same time, it was within the rules of the illegal fight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do rules really matter in an illegal fight? Aside from if they put a no kill shield on? Because that rule clearly matters.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the rules were yeah.
So, rule number one, if you're going to kill someone, don't do it in front of a bunch of people. But then Misha realizes what she just said, and she's like, but of course, I would never kill anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, bad stuff. Yeah, killing people is bad. Killing people in front of a whole lot of people is even worse.
Yes, exactly. And she nods vigorously to this. We'll just.
I'm happy that the word got out.
Yeah, we'll handle shit. It's cool. As much as we can, and hopefully get at least somebody who can help. I don't have any dross left, so Charles might be the best we can afford at this point.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if I can get 2 lawyers, him and Ruth would be awesome. Otherwise, well, just him. He owes me one, and he's a he.
Exactly. If he has to keep a deal, he has to keep a deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably see if I can grab them both at the same time. If I can't, I'll get whichever one I can and go from there, I suppose.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, you could always practice, your letters in the dirt down there just to keep yourself from being too bored.
So, what was that? I
You
didn't get
could always,
that.
you could draw in the dirt or something down there if you're that bored. She kind of looks at the ground.
I could kind of. And she'll
Come
like
on.
get down and she'll draw a heart in the ground with like the first letter of everyone that's supposed to like. There'll be an M, a S, a W, a wait. Gwen for Emma's character. Gwen is her Fae name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there'll be a G and there'll be a a H and a F. And she'll smile.
She just kind of looks at that, shakes her head a little bit, and she's like, I guess I should probably get going then before they start, coming at me because I happen to be a commoner too.
And she'll go for a fist bump, and as she does it, she like does forget the bars are there and goes, ow, oh shit. And she'll just like keep her fist against the bars.
Again, with the really Misha's, with the really awkward thing because it just doesn't look natural on this girl at all. But she will do it and sort of grimace at just how awkward it was. And she'll just be like, okay, then I guess I'll talk to you later, or one of the others will definitely talk to you later.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh,
make sure you eat something.
I mean, right now I don't have much to eat, but
no, but when they give you something, don't be stupid.
Oh no. Try not to be stupid. Not sure how good I am at that.
You know what I mean.
Thank you. Yeah, I shall nod. Thank you, and I'll see you soon, Misha.
Yeah, she'll kind of with a wave and a smile that's probably a little too big because it's not natural for her. She doesn't normally just grin like crazy, but it's a little fake, but at least the effort was made.
Yeah.
She will start to head out to try to find the people who can give her the keys and the phone.
And with that, we can end our scene. So thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. Good evening.